Hello, this is Peter Reznicek from ShadowTrader.net and the Weekly Options Room. And I thought we'd just kick off this little shadow short here with this very important quote that I feel is extremely apropos to what is happening in the market right now today, which is Thursday, March 27th, 2025. Money cannot be consistently made trading every day or every week during the trading year. And I think today is one of those days where there's just not a lot going on, and this is really applicable when we look at where we are in the daily charts. So I'm speaking to you very late in the afternoon on Thursday the 27th. You can see it's close to the close here. And what I'm noting about the action here is that there's kind of some surprising moves here where the bias is shifting a lot very quickly, and it doesn't really yet know what it wants to do. And from a technical analysis basis, we're not at any juncture here that is really pointing the way, and I'll show you that in a second. But suffice it to say that last week we had this balance area, and I told you at the end of last week that I felt we were going to move higher out of this balance area, and we did. And that worked out pretty well. I was, kind of biased long Monday, Tuesday, and then it started to fall apart. And after Wednesday here, you can see it was maybe time to go short. So myself and my room, we put on some small QQQ stuff, which we got out of today profitably. And now we're more or less flat. And the reason for that is because I'm just not seeing a signal here as to what the next move is. So the uptrend here can be defined like this. And as you can see, we didn't quite make it there in the cash market, in the S&P. And what I'm also mainly focusing on here is the fact that you see this yellow line here, which is the 8 EMA, and the balance area of last week took a lot of time to resolve it. Going up, coming down, now trading on both sides of it. But what's really noteworthy is the fact that it is now moved its trajectory from not down, not up, but exactly sideways. And more importantly, the 21 above it is exactly sideways. And a lot of the action today, if you look at the shadow of this candle, was dead in the middle. And this is basically what I was telling my subscribers in the weekly room all morning, really, is that, hey, heads up, we're kind of flat right now. We've got some small stuff on that we're cleaning up as far as QQQ shorts coming into today. Those seem like they've stopped working. And so the most important takeaway in here is let's not get into anything new, right? We're basically flat. I don't have a lot of stuff on. And again, just really reiterating to my subscribers that I don't want to put anything on, because when the 8 and the 21 are both flat and they're sideways, and price is actually trading in between them, you can see here it looks like we're going to close slightly below, but look at this shadow up here. We had so much activity during the day in between. It's really not telling you very much. And again, as I was saying a moment ago, you've got this uptrend line that maybe breaks, maybe doesn't, right? So to put on a trade here longer than anything that's, say, DT0 or day trading, it really doesn't make much sense because you just don't know, and the situation in the NASDAQ 100 is not much different. As a matter of fact, in the NDX, note that there's still a lot more clearance to go between where you are and that uptrend line, that corresponding uptrend line from the low like a week and a half ago. You just don't know. And those 8s and 21s are also kind of sideways, although they're tilting a little bit more down in the NDX than they are in the S&P. So this is my main takeaway from today, and I think it's a really important one. And I purposely wanted to make my shadow short about this because generally people tend to overtrade from what I've found. I know it. I've always said that I have a very unique insight into the minds and activities of other traders because I run a pretty large room and I've run it for many, many years. And I will tell you that one of the biggest things that I notice is that I'm constantly inundated with questions about, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? Especially on days where I feel there's nothing to do, where to me the answer is not only shouldn't you do that, you shouldn't be doing anything because the broad market is not giving us a signal. So everything, 85, 90% of stocks are just going to follow that. And you probably have a 50-50 chance that your trade is going to just, blow up the next day and not really work out. And so I can kind of feel that from subscribers, from the crowd out there, that most people, I think, suffer from the fact that they want to trade on any day that ends in a Y. And that, I think, is somewhat problematic. So again, as I wrap up here, I'm going to leave you with Jesse Livermore again from, of course, Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, probably the greatest book on trading ever written. And again, money cannot consistently be made trading every day or every week during the year. Hey, this is Peter from ShadowTrader.net, and I just wanted to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you'd like to trade live with me every day in my weekly options advisory, then check out the link in the description below. I wish you good trading, and I'll see you in the room.